What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another offseason rebuild here on NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Today we have the New Orleans Pelicans, who have moved on from Lonzo Ball. They've added Devontae Graham. They made a trade for Jonas Valanciunas. I overall don't think their offseason was that bad. Right now, I'd give them a B. So the loss of Lonzo is definitely the big one for me that kind of, degrades them down from an A to a B. I think he's ultimately going to end up being a little bit better in Chicago than he was at times in New Orleans. Obviously, he took off in New Orleans when he didn't really do that much in LA in his first couple seasons. But today, we're going to be going ahead and we're going to be doing this rebuild today. It's only going to be a 3-season rebuild because some of you guys actually don't even like 5-season rebuilds. This isn't a prospect rebuild. Trey Murphy, Herbert Jones, they're not getting prospect rebuilds. So those are two of the rookies they drafted. They got Didi Ludoza, or however the hell you pronounce it as well. So normal 3-year rebuild today, man. We obviously do have Zion. He's one of the best young players in the league. He's going to take off today. You guys know this. 2K absolutely loves him. He'll probably be a 97 by the end of year number 2 here. So my one question for you guys before we do get into this video is what sort of rebuilds do you guys want to see going forward? I've pretty much wrapped up all the major offseason rebuilds that I have to do. If there are any ones that I didn't do and you guys want to see, make sure to let me know down below. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure I've done almost all of them. So let me know that. And then obviously we have basically around 20 days left of 2K21. So we got to get out probably around 10 to 15 more videos. As if you guys don't know this, I actually go back to school in legitimately a week from the time you guys have seen this. So unfortunately, daily uploads will stop. There'll still be uploads. It'll probably just be more like 2 to 3 videos a week, which does suck, I know. But at the end of the day, I got to focus on school for my final year while I am there. So we're going to do that. But yeah, before we do get to that, leave me some video ideas. I want to get out as many videos as possible before I do get back there and hopefully continue this upload streak because we're on day 77 of an upload streak right now. And as always, you guys are new around here, man, just like the videos. You're not yet subscribed. Do me a favor. Take the second out of your day. Do that for me. And let's get into this one. So we will quickly go over this roster before we do start sim year number 1. I'm not going to say the same thing I say every video, but I leave the rosters the same exact way they are currently in real life right now. For year number 1, I'm sure a lot of you guys can figure out why. It's because I don't want to actually make some trades. But here's how it's looking right now. I like the addition of Devontae Graham. Ultimately, I really think they did need a new point guard on this team. If they were going to let Lonzo Ball go, they obviously ended up doing that. And he's now in Chicago. Devontae Graham, not a bad replacement. I wouldn't say he's really anything similar to what Lonzo Ball is. But hey, sometimes a new face in here, you never really know what can happen. I also thought he was 100% gone from Charlotte, man. They obviously gave that extension to Rozier. LaMelo's looking like a future superstar one day. It made sense for him to depart. Kira Lewis Jr., not a bad young piece right here. He's from the 2020 draft. I don't remember his exact rookie numbers. Obviously, they're not in here because this is, an updated, technically 2021 roster still. So we're going to go ahead, probably ride him as our backup point guard as long as we possibly can. Shooting guard spot's a little bit loaded. They got Garrett Temple, and Thomas Satoransky from the Chicago Bulls and technically the Lonzo Ball sign-in trade, if you will. They also drafted Herbert Jones, who's a second-round pick for them, I believe at number 35. Didi Ludoza, as I also mentioned here, he was from Brazil. Okay. Oh, wait, no. Oh, my God. I'm so dumb. I thought he was a pick this year. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and make sure you all know that I forgot about that one in my intro because I said he was a pick this year. I'm just dumb as hell. Okay, Herbert Jones, who I'm probably going to go ahead and try to use at some point in time. At this point, I'm probably going to ride Satoransky as my backup shooting guard. Nikhil Alexander-Walker, I do like a lot. I think he's probably going to go ahead and be my starting shooting guard for at least 1, maybe 2 years. Not 100% on that one. Ingram's not going anywhere. I know there's been rumors of him going to the Miami Heat and teams like that, but no, he's not going anywhere. Josh Hart got an extension. It's actually funny. I read over the contract details. The only year that's guaranteed in this deal is the first year. So hypothetically, they could move on from him past his first year and not really, retain any penalties or any, bad contracts on the books. Honestly, not a bad deal. I do want to get Trey Murphy minutes, though. So he'll probably only be here for 1 year, him being Josh Hart, and then Murphy will probably eventually get minutes. Najee Marshall as well. He is from, was he drafted this year? I got confused, didn't I? I'm so dumb. Oh, wait, no, he was not. I'm all over the place right now. Zion's not having a backup. He's going to be here the entire video. He progresses unbelievably well in this game. Valanciunas, I like this addition. I think it's a much better center, much better filler at that center position than Steven Adams was. Steven Adams is just not a modern NBA center. You know what I'm saying? Jonas Valanciunas is not the best three-point shooting center in the league, but he's definitely better than Steven Adams. He's overall a better player, I would say, as well. I like the potential on Jackson Hayes. This dude is very, very explosive. I just don't know if he's ever going to be good enough to be a starting center on a championship caliber team, if you kind of catch what I'm saying. And they have Hernangomez. They brought him back as well, who I'm probably not going to use today. I love Billy Hernangomez. I just don't really see myself using him today when we do have Hayes and Valanciunas here. So Valanciunas is currently, in my opinion, on one of the best deals in the entire league. I'm probably going to go ahead and have to pay him some decent amount of money this offseason when he is a free agent. But again, we'll get there when we do get there. So this team is all set for now. I'm going to go ahead and set this rotation. I'll see you guys before we do start sim year number 1. So start of year number 1 here in New Orleans for us. Devontae Graham, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Jonas Valanciunas. Not a bad starting 5. Are we going to really be competing for anything? Probably not, but we can definitely go ahead, maybe sneak into the playoffs as a 7, 8 seed, something like that. I really wish 2K21 had it updated where they had the play-in tournament. I think that would be really, really cool. That is definitely something I'm hoping they're going to hopefully remember to implement into 2K22 in my NBA. That being said, it's an absolute dog shit company, so will they? Probably not. But again, here's to hoping. I get my hopes up every year for 2K, and it just seriously nothing's changed. It's so long. Our bench unit: Setoranski, Hayes, Josh Hart, Kira Lewis Jr. It's not the best bench in the world. It's definitely serviceable enough for this first season here. We do have Trey Murphy III, who, again, I do want to get minutes, but Josh Hart here got the extension. There's no way they're going to bench him this year. You know, they're probably going to be getting both of these guys minutes at some point in time, but I do think kind of the way I'm going to do it here is not go the extra 10-man rotation. Do it this way instead. So I will see you guys at the end of year number 1 here in New Orleans. So I probably should have remembered that 2K loves the Pelicans, and there's absolutely no chance next year that this team's a 4 seed, but we're still in the playoffs here. We are a 4 seed to end out year number 1. I'll take it. I mean, it's just 2K for you, man. Giannis MVP, Cade Cunningham Rookie of the Year in Detroit, Cody Zeller 6th man. Giannis also Defensive Player of the Year. I've been seeing that a lot with this updated roster. Giannis actually gets Defensive Player of the Year award a lot in that first year, and then it goes back to, you know, Jonathan Isaac winning it every year. Mitchell Robinson Most Improved, Doc Rivers Coach of the Year 64 and 18. Yeah, Philadelphia looks like they're doing pretty well. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some numbers real quick. Zion's obviously just an absolute monster. Him and Brandon Ingram, tremendous young duo we got here. Devontae Graham, very good campaign. 16 points, 2.5 rebounds, 7.5 assists. He's honestly on a very good contract too, so I'm probably not going to go ahead and just snap my fingers and trade him just because he's not the highest overall. He's playing well for us. Valanciunas, I need to lock up 100%. I love Nickeil Alexander-Walker, but if I'm being honest with you, it's probably the worst. You know, out of our starting 5, he's probably the one that I'm going to most likely replace. And that's not 100%. It's just, you know, if we want to win a championship here, I do think that's probably the one spot we do need to upgrade. So rebounds went to Valanciunas, assists with Devontae Graham. We do have a playoff matchup here with Utah in round number 1. Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell, Joe Ingles, Bogdanovich, and Rudy Gobert, Terrence Mann's son. Okay, let's go ahead and get this done, and we do go on to win in 6. Oh boy. Russell Westbrook, Wayne Ellington, LeBron, Anthony Davis, and my boy Penis Cantor, who somehow made his way over to LA, even though he's on the Celtics in real life. We lose in 6. That one was expected. 3 superstars there. Wow, Phoenix gets redemption, does win in 5. They beat the Bucks. Wow, that would be interesting, man, if that somehow ended up back-to-back years. That was the finals. I don't think it's going to happen. I could definitely see maybe the Bucks being back. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the Nets are definitely more talented. And if I think the Nets were fully healthy this year, if I'm being honest with you, they probably would have been in the finals. I think a lot of you will probably agree with me on that one. You know, my thing with the Bucks is, man, they have been a streaky team. They obviously just won a championship, so we can kind of put all the slander for, you know, the Bucks not really getting anything done out the window. But I see them as one of the more streaky teams. They're one of the more good streaky teams. Like, out of teams that are very good, supposed to be championship contenders, they are very, very streaky. But that being said, we can shut those rumors up because they did win a championship. So we will head up to league meetings right now. We reject these as always. We'll head up to the draft lottery now, see if we got lucky with anything here. I do not believe we have any picks. Warriors and Nets, beautiful. There's no chance either of them have. Oh my God, the Warriors end up with the 3rd overall pick. Dude, I did a Warriors rebuild yesterday, and we were like really bad in the first year. I don't know why it's a thing. Willie Green's not going anywhere. I like that signing a lot as a head coach. Fred Vincent, Mike D'Antoni. Is D'Antoni actually an assistant for the Pelicans? I have no idea. All of these guys have good enough ratings. I do want to get an A trainer, though, just so I do have 3 training camps I can send my guys to. But other than that, I'm fully comfortable with all those ratings. So we will now head up to the draft to see what we got here in the pick department. We have 26. I'm going to go ahead and use that. I'm not going to use any second-round picks to stay. Okay, I'm just going to trade for 2, and then I'll hopefully get... Come on. I don't want players. Why with this roster can you not get picks for former picks? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just do pick swaps here. I have to go ahead and trade them individually. I don't want more young talent on this team. So, come on. Thank you, Clippers. I will draft somebody here with our first round pick. I know a lot of you guys are telling me to use this. I actually have started, and it's actually kind of worked out for me. So, 2B prospects here. It's a point guard and a shooting guard. Our shooting guard spot is kind of loaded. I'm probably going to go with Adam Miller just because I do like Kira Lewis Jr. a lot. I just think I'm definitely going to want to take one of the better overall prospects. As you can see here, that's a B rather than a B-. I'm probably going to go ahead with Adam Miller here. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really know anything about him, but we're going to go ahead and take him. We have a lot of shooting guards. We only have 2 point guards. It makes sense. So he's going to be a 73 overall for us. He's from Illinois, I do believe. We're bringing all these guys back. I want to get Herbert Jones minutes, man. I really, really do. Him and Trey Murphy. Okay, so free agency right now, we obviously have one massive free agent, Jonas Valanciunas, who was just an absolute monster for us last year. I think I'm probably going to try to find a trade for some sort of new starting shooting guard. And again, it's nothing against Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I just kind of want to go ahead and make an upgrade there. And I also do want to get Herbert Jones minutes. So it probably sadly means Nickeil Alexander-Walker's in the trade. I understand the frustration for some of you guys that like these teams that I rebuild. I wholeheartedly understand it. Because if, you know, if my team was doing this and somebody traded a guy that I really like, I'd get it. But at the end of the day, if I don't change anything on the team, it's not a rebuild. It's just a simulation. So I hope you guys do understand that. Like, I still get DMs saying, why'd you trade so-and-so? And I try to explain it as much as I can in the videos. It just kind of takes up a lot of time. So I don't want to dwell on it too much, but I hope you guys do understand. Like, Ingram's not going anywhere. Zion's not going anywhere. We'll probably maybe at some point next year figure out a new point guard, but Devontae Graham was very, very good for us last year. So that's just my small little, not rant, but little explanation there, because some of you guys still ask me questions about that. So we do want to bring Valanciunas back. That's probably the one big, you know, only free agent we're going to have. I'll give him a 4-year deal. Totally fine with me. Satorante's fully gone now. I don't even need to, you know, bring him back on a sign-in trade or anything like that. So we take a look at this roster right now. As I mentioned, I think that shooting guard, that shooting guard spot is going to be updated. So I'll see you guys some sort of move. I feel like this is slowly becoming a thing where Zach LaVine always somehow makes his way over to Memphis. I don't really know why that is, but we're going to try to get him here. He's very, very good at basketball. I mean, coming off a little bit of a down year, I would say, with Chicago. I guess maybe they just signed him outright, and I don't know why, but I feel like Memphis is always his, you know, his destination that he always ends up in. So this is going to be the deal. If I don't include Hayes, the money doesn't work on it, so I do kind of have to throw him in. I can get a new backup center. Wow, they agree to that. So Zach LaVine, officially our new starting shooting guard. Herbert Jones will back him up. I'm probably going to get a first-round pick for DD, who I thought, if I'm being honest with you, I'm not going to try to hide it. I fully thought he was a first-round pick, or not a first-round pick, but I fully thought he was a 2021 draft. He was 2019. I'm dumb as hell. So him and Najee Marshall, probably just going to go ahead and get some picks for it. I'm excited to see what Trey Murphy can do for us at that backup small forward spot. We obviously do need to figure out a new backup center. Maybe if I can get a backup center for these two, I'll go ahead and take it. If not, I'll do it for picks and I'll just sign one. But we'll see some options before we do go ahead and pull the trigger on the trade for some picks. So actually getting some pretty... Ooh, wow. If I didn't have Trey Murphy, man, I'd pull the trigger on that in 2 seconds. Mike Muscala, no. Kem Birch, Keem, whatever his name is, not a bad option, but I do get him a decent amount. So we're going to get picks for both these guys. I will now sign a backup center. My options here are not great, but Cody Zeller, did he just win 6th Man of the Year? I don't know if Cody Zeller won 6th Man of the Year. You know, I guess teaming up with his former teammate in Charlotte here in Devontae Graham. So we'll now go ahead. I'm going to get a first-round pick for both these guys right here. I'll see you guys at the rotation and start of year number 2. We have arrived at the start of year number 2 here in New Orleans for us. So I would say, you know, something that we definitely do have on our side here in 2K is how much 2K loves Zion. And, you know, I always say that they love the Pelicans. It's not the Pelicans, it's Zion. Let's just be honest with each other here. So, you know, I do think this team is probably going to be a top 4 seed again. Obviously, a huge addition to that starting shooting guard spot with Zach LaVine. A trade where we didn't even have to give up a single first-round pick. It's absolutely beautiful, man. This is how it's going to look for the start of year number 2. Devontae Graham, Zach LaVine, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Jonas Valanciunas. So obviously only one, you know, real change to that starting 5. Bench unit has definitely changed, though. Kira Lewis Jr., Trey Murphy, Cody Zeller, and Herbert Jones. So an entirely new bench, besides Kira Lewis Jr., but he was playing 10 minutes a game last year. It wasn't really anything real, and now he's going ahead and being our 6th man here. I like how this team's looking, man. I will see you guys at the end of year number 2. The Zion effect is real, man. Not only did he win his first career MVP right now at 25 points, 11.5 boards, 4.5 assists, we went 69-13. I mean, is this team good enough to win 69 games? Probably not, but it's Zion in 2K. Damian Collins, Rookie of the Year. He was a 2021 draft. Why is he winning Rookie of the Year? Halliburton, 6th Man of the Year. Jonathan Isaac, back winning Defensive Player of the Year awards. It would have broke my heart if we didn't get to see him win at least one today. Glad that's back. Scotty Barnes, Most Improved. This dude, I don't know what it is about this roster. I said it last time, too. Scotty Barnes turns into an absolute freak, and he gets so good so quickly. And I don't know what it is, man. I think he's going to be good. He's no chance he's going to be, like... I know we don't measure, I guess, technically how good players are in real life by overalls, but there's no way by 2K23 he's going to be an 86 overall. I just don't see that happening. I can see maybe an 83. There's no way up to an 86. Willie Green, Coach of the Year, 69-13 as mentioned. Nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at some numbers real quick here. Zion, LaVine, Ingram, all 20-plus a game. You love to see it. Devontae Graham still doing his thing, man. There's really no reason for me to change out that point guard spot. Jonas Valanciunas, Kira Lewis Jr., Trey Murphy, Cody Zeller, Herbert Jones. We take a look at the rebounds department right now. It's Valanciunas, and assist was Devontae Graham. We got San Antonio, who have done a small little rebuild. Now we're in the playoffs. Dejounte Murray, Derek White, Devin Vassell, Paolo Banchero, Mitchell Robinson. New addition there from the Knicks. Good young core. We're better. We go on and sweep. We got the Clippers here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is just what? I understand Brook Lopez is one of the best three-point shooters in the league. It's more so, or three-point shooting centers in the league. It's more so about Zubats being a power forward. That's just not how, no. Okay, let's go ahead. We do win in 6. Now we got Minnesota, D'Lo, Beasley, Edwards, McDaniels, and Karl Anthony Towns. Dude, I think this Timberwolves team's low-key on the come-up. Like, are they going to be a playoff team this year? Probably not. But I can definitely see them maybe next year, you know, being maybe a 7, 8 seed, something like that. Maybe the year after hopping up to a 4 or 5 seed. They have a good young core. They really do. Here come the demigod Toronto Raptors, because they always end up being so good. I would not be surprised if we lost them today. I forgot we have Zion Williamson. We do win in 5. Zion gets his first Finals MVP at the age of 23. He's very good at basketball. That's what happens when you use the cover athlete here in a rebuild. So we're going to go ahead and reject all of these. Cool. We're going to head up to the lottery now. I think I saw... Oh, we have a Lakers pick? Okay, and a Chicago pick. The Chicago pick is from the DD trade last summer, or last offseason. So there's definitely a protection on that, I'm pretty sure. The Lakers pick, there's probably not. We end up with the 9th overall pick from Chicago. Oh, there actually wasn't. Okay, interesting enough. And we have the 4th overall pick. I didn't even see that. Okay, I thought the Chicago pick had a protection. I guess I was very wrong there. I knew the Lakers pick wouldn't. It was probably just a swap or something like that. But yeah, that's obviously from the Anthony Davis trade if you couldn't put 2 and 2 together. 4, 9, 30, and we get 4 second-round picks. Good Lord. What do I want to do? I have so many options. We won a championship already. Do I want to make like a sick-ass trade with Valanciunas or Devontae Graham? We'll see. I might find something, and it's not that they're playing bad. It's nothing against them. You guys know this. I don't leave teams the same way they are for multiple years in a video. I find that extremely boring when rebuilders do that. So we'll probably go ahead and make a bigger trade. We won a championship. The pressure's technically off. We can now have a little bit of fun with this one. So let's see if we can figure out a blockbuster for a new point guard or new center. So we're going to go ahead and try to get Bam Adebayo here from the Miami Heat. I actually tried to trade for Karl Anthony Towns, who came off an unbelievable season last year, a year that he actually shot 43% from 3. I threw the absolute house at them, man. They were not budging on it. So Bam's not a bad second option. I'd actually probably take Bam over Karl Anthony Towns right now, just from... I don't know. That's a debatable one for me. I'm not going to say that for 100% certainty. Actually, let me know. Let me know that down below in the comment section. Which one would you guys rather have right now? I'll give you pretty much whatever you want. It's the final year heading into this, man. Wow, they still don't take that. I'll give you Adam Miller, too. I'm just not going to use him, and I do agree to that. So, Bam is officially in town. We're getting him here at the age of 26, and he's definitely going to help us hopefully win another championship. So, at this point in time, I probably don't have many moves left. I'm actually not going to use any of my picks this year. I'm going to trade all these picks. I'll see you guys with whatever's next. So we've arrived at team player options. Kira Lewis Jr., Trey Murphy, and Herbert Jones all coming back, going to remain off our bench next year. Zion needs that qualifying. Yeah, if we don't get him back, we're kind of screwed. So he has 11 offers, funny enough. The Wizards maxed him out. That is cool. Something I would also like to see in 2K22 are these like stupid-ass mid-level exception offers go away. Like, why? Like I get it. Like, cool. Congrats. Like, you want to make it seem like the guy has a lot of offers, but like... There's no chance, one, that, he would ever even remotely consider accepting this. I mean, why? Why are these even here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's like a bug in the game or something like that, but I just don't get that. We're going to give him his qualifying just because, okay, he doesn't even want to come back. Whatever. We're giving him a real contract. I was going to give him his qualifying. We're in the final year anyway. So, Zion Williamson, welcome back to New Orleans. I don't know why he didn't want to sign with us after we legitimately just won a championship. But, yeah. We've made our one big change to the starting lineup, that being Bam Adebayo. We now do need to figure out a new backup center, though. Dario Saric. I would like to bring in Brook Lopez. He's just 35 at this point, man. I just don't really think that's the best fit. I'll bring in Saric. He's still relative, not young, but, he's younger than my other options at 29, and honestly, I like foreign players. So, welcome to the team, Dario Saric. I thought he was going to be very good in this league. I'm not going to lie to you. He actually did have some really good years in Philadelphia. What were his numbers in Philadelphia like? Yeah, like, look at this year in 2017, 2018. 14.5 points, almost 7 boards, 2.5 assists. Was a 39, almost 40% three-point shooter. Like, I thought he was going to be very good in this league. But, yeah, those are our changes we are making. We've turned this team into, possibly a dynasty right now. I'll see you guys at the start of the third and final year. So here's how it's looking at the start of the third and final year here in New Orleans. One major change to the starting 5. That is the addition of Bam Adebayo. I think it's definitely going to help us contribute to another championship. And it was nothing against Valanciunas, man. We had just already won a championship. The pressure's off. We like to make some fun moves here and on this channel. Go ahead and hopefully contribute to another one. Devontae Graham, Zach LaVine, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Bam Adebayo. Going to be how it's looking for the final year. Bench unit has not changed. Kira Lewis Jr., Trey Murphy, Dario Saric. Oh, wait, yes, it has. Dario Saric has technically replaced Cody Zeller. Breaking news. The game actually wants Kira Lewis Jr. to start. If you looked at their suggested minutes, it's actually funny. If I go ahead and auto set the rotation right now, you would see it. I'm not going to do that because I'm too lazy to reset it. But, yeah, that's not happening. Devontae Graham has been tremendous for us. Let's go back to back. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 3. Okay, well, we just hit, the awards. I was taking a sip of my water because I normally do that before we start simming. But Bam won an MVP award, so still taking a sip. But I did not think he would be winning an MVP for us today. 19 points, 11.5 boards, 5.5 assists, 1 steal, 1.5 blocks. Really good year for him. I think we won 70-plus games, if we're being honest with you here, man. I'm pretty sure we did. Oh, yeah, 70-12 for Willie Green. So, a one-game improvement from last year. We have the same first-round matchup. Some numbers real quick. Zach LaVine led us in scoring. I guess technically they're tied. I actually don't think I've ever seen 2 guys tie before. I've done, hundreds of these rebuilds. I don't remember the last time I saw 2 guys tie in the points department. Pretty cool to see. Rebounds went to Zion Williamson, and assist was Devontae Graham. So San Antonio, once again, same exact starting 5 as last year. Let's hope for the same exact result, and we hopefully sweep them. We get it done in a sweep. We got OKC, Shea, Shake Milton, Amoni Bates. They drafted Baisley, and they got Jaren Jackson Jr. starting at their center, who is a power forward that I would not start at center any day of the week. He's not a great rebounder. The Sacramento Kings, the most irrelevant franchise in NBA history, officially made it back to a conference final. It did not go well the last time they were in a conference finals. Who's their starting center? Oh, they have the demigod Chet Holmgren. Okay. We still sweep, and now we got Philadelphia. Brickleberry, Simmons, Tyrese Maxey, Freckon, Korkmaz, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid. Let's go back to back. And we do in 7 games. And Zion Williamson, Finals MVP. Lock it in, boys. There we go. So I do apologize. This video was probably a little bit shorter. Obviously, my 5-year rebuilds are typically between 30 and 40 minutes. It's because there's 2 extra seasons, obviously. So, for those of you guys that are, enjoy a quick in and out, well, not what I meant, but quick video and, get your day on with. Hopefully this was, a good one for you. So, it's crazy to think, man, that, these daily uploads are going to be stopping sometime soon. It really is sad for me. I'm going to do my best to, bulk schedule a bunch of videos before I do go back to school because I want to get this streak going as long as possible, but unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. So I hope you guys have been enjoying this summer so far. I have been having a great summer with you guys. It's been good. Obviously, it's a dying game, so my audience isn't as big as it, hopefully will be once 2K22 starts. But those of you who are sticking with me throughout it all, man, I definitely do appreciate it for you guys. So that pretty much wraps this one up, man. This Pelicans team obviously turned out very, very good. As always, I need some video ideas. So if you guys have anything you want to see, really want to see before 2K22 starts, when we get into all the normal rebuilds, please let me know down below in the comment section. All right, that pretty much wraps this one up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one.